Hello, fourth grade. Today we're going to work on lesson 12-4, multiplying a fraction and a whole number using models. So I have two models right here. Here I have model 2 times 2 sixths. You see I have 2 sixths and 2 sixths, 2 times. So I can see that 2 times 2 sixths would be 4 sixths if I put that together. 4 sixths. And over here I have 3 times 2 eighths. There's 2 eighths, 2 eighths, and 2 eighths. Okay, so if I put that all together, I have 2 eighths, and 2 eighths, and 2 eighths. That equals 6 eighths. 6 eighths. All right, now if you look in your workbook on page 189, here it says, draw a fraction model to represent the expression 2 times 5 sixths. That means I need to have 5 sixths 2 times. So I'm going to do it with circles. It's going to be 2 times 5 sixths. So I'm going to draw 2 circles, and each circle I'm going to have 5 sixths shaded in. So there's 1 sixth, 2 sixths, 3 sixths, 4 sixths, 5 sixths. Okay, I'll do this circle into sixths. I have 1 sixth, 2 sixths, 3 sixths, 4 sixths, 5 sixths. So that's my model, 2 times 5 sixths. Okay, and then number 2, so it didn't ask me to solve there, just asked me to draw the model. Now number 2 says 3 times 3 fourths. So my model for that, this time I think I will do rectangles. I'm going to do 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. And I need to divide each rectangle into fourths, since I'm doing 3 times 3 fourths. And I'm going to shade in 3 fourths on each rectangle. There's 1 fourth, 2 fourths, 3 fourths, 1 fourth, 2 fourths, 3 fourths, 1 fourth, 2 fourths, 3 fourths. Okay, that is a model for 3 times 3 fourths, because there are 3 sets of 3 fourths. Now the next part says to use a model to find the product. Now we're not just drawing the model, we're actually finding the product. Okay, so number 3 says 4 times 4 tenths. And it says to write the answer in lowest terms as a whole number or as a mixed number if needed. So 4 times 4 tenths. Times 4 tenths. So I'm going to draw 4 rectangles. And in each rectangle, I'm going to shade in 4 tenths. First I have my drawn my 4 rectangles. Now I'm going to do 4 tenths in each one. So first I'm going to do it in fifths and then make it tenths. Just like that. So all of these are divided into tenths. And I need to shade in 4 tenths on each model. So here's 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. Okay, and so I have 4, 8, 12, and 16 tenths. That's what that equals, 16 tenths, because 4 times 4 is 16. So I have 16 tenths. Now I'm going to change that into a mixed number. 10 goes into 16 one time with 6 left over, 1 6 tenths. But now my directions said to put that in simplest form. So 6 tenths is not simplest form. My greatest common factor of 6 and 10 is 2. So I'm going to keep my 1, but 6 divided by 2 is 3, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 1 3 fifths is what 4 times 4 tenths is. All right, now if you turn to page 190, this is the page you're going to work on, page 190. Okay, the top part says, draw a fraction model to solve. Write your answer as a whole number or a mixed number if needed. So number 5 is 5 times 2/3. So number 1, 5 times 2/3. All right, so I'm going to draw my model. I'm going to draw 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to put each one into thirds. And in each circle, I need to shade in 2/3. So 1/3, 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, and 1/3, 2/3. Now, so I have 5 sets of 2/3. That's 2/3, 4/3, 6/3, 8/3, 10/3. So 5 times 2/3 equals 10/3. Now that's an improper fraction, so I have to change it to a mixed number. 3 goes into 10 3 times, because 3 times 3 is 9, with 1 left over. So 3 1/3 is what 5 times 2/3 equals. Okay, and then number 3 and 4 are pretty much the same thing. Just draw your models. 3 times 2, 6, and then 5 times 4/5. Okay, and then you have a word problem. And number 5, it says Jordan wants to make 3 bags of fabric. Each bag takes 5/8 yard of fabric. 3 bags out of fabric. Each bag takes 5/8 of a yard of fabric. How many yards of fabric does Jordan need? Well, I'd have to multiply 3 times 5/8. So draw your model, 3 times 5/8, and figure out how many yards Jordan needs. 3 times 5/8. So you draw your model. I'm not going to solve it completely, but I'll get you started. There are 3 models, and then do each one into eighths. And you need to shade in 5/8 on each circle. And then count up how many eighths you have. And don't leave it as an improper fraction. Make sure you change it to a mixed number. So go ahead and do page 190. There are only 6 problems, but you need to draw a picture for all of them.